commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right near the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Oh, a little 360. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 15 carries, 132 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On the give, this is their fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 69 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you look.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And that touchdown was his first of the year, and you know he's eager to get more of those.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Kendall Beckwith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. After the penalty. It's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, Titans. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, and I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do.
And look out! I think he's going to go! 30, past the 20. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They begin with Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught. It's Perriman. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately.
Call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other. And boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
This will be fielded at the 17. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on... the play, it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Fournette. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Titans. Always was important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable. But it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return. Sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into the...
Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. A handoff to Fournette. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Davis went it left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And Davis has it over the middle. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there, it'll be 2nd and 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They're given those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go now! Blue landed!
They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go! Green!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. One.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.
Yeah, pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.